what inspires you to write? I'm going to interview you now.
That's pretty good, because I always ask the questions with that term. It was a process of learning about God's glory and being like sort of drawn to it.
Yeah.
And until today, I think it's been sort of always one of the things that have driven my songwriting, is just sort of, how can I give you glory? Hi, and welcome to episode 3 of Worship Sessions podcast. We met in rather random circumstances, I think.
Sure.
Summer Madness, you were doing basically sort of marketing for Bible College.
Yeah, we had a stand there, so we were telling people about our college, about our courses, different things. So I was there very much just working away, meeting people. So I'm part-time in the college doing communications. Mm-hmm. So that involves taking care of their website, making different video and digital resources for them, different things that would promote the life and the courses, the life of the college, the courses that we offer, and the type of community and ethos that we have here. So just tell people all about that. So I spend a lot of my day on Facebook, which is great. But it's just engaging with people, all the phone calls, all the email inquiries coming through to me, and I'm doing my best then to respond to queries. And just having a great time. There's a wonderful staff team here, and the student body is just incredible. So it's lovely to be a part of it. There's a real, it's more than a college where you'd come to just, go to the classroom and then go to the library. Actually, there's a community here. We stop classes, and staff and student, everybody joins together on a Tuesday, and we worship in the chapel. Nice.
A little bit of marketing and recruiting for Belfast Bible College in this podcast as well. Feel free.
Yeah, why not? Because we're the best. I love it here.
Take advantage of it.
Yeah, it's good. So that's only part of my time. The rest of my time, I make videos, freelance, for different charities and small businesses.
Oh, very good.
And do that similar sort of promotional marketing stuff, that communication stuff.
Yeah. Do you do all the production, like filming and editing?
Yeah.
Very good.
It's good fun.
Nice. You're also involved in your church with, you told me when I met you told me that you were the worship leader in your church. And now I find out that you haven't led worship for the past, 6 weeks?
I'm a bit rusty. So I'm in charge of the worship team.
Oh.
So there are a few musicians, and then I'd make the rota, and make sure everything runs smoothly, and if there are any gaps, then try to fill them out. But yeah.
What church is this?
Craigmore Methodist Church.
In Craigmore.
Craigmore isn't actually an area. It's in between two villages, Ackley and Lower Ballinderry.
And something I ask all my guests is about the role of worship in our relationship with God. Would you mind telling me a bit about that, like maybe your own journey with worship? That's probably an easier way to put it. Yeah,
sure. So I'm not ashamed to say I learned how to play guitar to impress the girls, the ladies, many years ago, and it was great. I was in a band, and we were on a couple of stages and things, just small things. But it's funny, through that I never found any joy in playing. It was always showing off, and it was never really satisfying in any way, shape or form. Actually, most of the time it was just frustrating, because the guys I was with, great guys, but we were better as just being friends rather than being a group together. And it wasn't long after actually I found Jesus. I had just a remarkable experience through worship, through this whole cross-church community thing, and it was just an incredible encounter, and I realized just a beautiful expression through song worship. That I learned my theology through singing. You know what I mean? I learned who God is. I learned a language of love and of worship, and I was able to pour out what was in my heart, and that was really profound to me. And so I found myself just really being this hunger. I suppose you were talking a bit about that. This kind of hunger, a little bit like a moth being drawn to the flame. I want this. I have this deep-seated hunger, like a fire inside me. I want to worship. I want to be in a place where there's an intimacy there. I want to be joined with people where actually I'm of one heart, I'm of one mind, where we're joined in one song, worshiping the one King, and I love that, and I found myself just seeking out more and more opportunities to worship. And church on Sunday morning wasn't enough for me, so I was like, when's the CU and university meeting? And okay, that's great. Well, there's a Bible study on Thursday, and they love to sing. Right, I'm going to go there as well. Sunday night, I'll go to my friend's church, and it was great. There was just a time when there's like a real passion for that, and it grew, and it set deep foundations in me as well. It's funny, then you go through seasons as well, and I found myself, although there was that time of like loads of growth, loads of like earnest and heartfelt seeking after God, putting loads of energy into it, that now, like with work and with family and with commuting and with other things, it's like I don't have as much time, and I used to go and seek out, and I'm still really involved in church and things, but I don't have all that time. The seasons have changed. Sure. And so I find myself actually still seeking God in that way, but maybe taking it at a different pace. And so I've just found great intimacy through these then real simple reflective acts of whereas it used to be going to the loudest worship gigs and trying to be up the front, now it's trying to find like this quiet prayer room and come in at the back and just lie down on the ground with my journal and just soak it in and experience in a different way. And if I ever have the energy, actually sometimes the best times of worship are getting up before the kids wake and getting out of the house then. And really just saying, right, God, I'm going for a walk with you now. and it's not about the kind of loud on the stage up front stuff. It's about those finding those thin places and walking and finding that quiet intimacy with God and finding just, God, I want to sing. I want to pour out my heart to you. Give me some words to sing to you. And it's great. And I write them and I lock them away in my journal, and they're just like this intimate love song between me and my Heavenly Father. And I love that. Yeah. And so I just find such release and expression in my own personal devotion through that. And it's great. It's not like I love Matt Redman, but he's him and I'm me. So he can write the songs that go on the stage, and where I am, I want to write them as just a pour out of my heart. Yeah. And whatever God might do with those. It's like psalms, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah. Sometimes I pick up the guitar and start singing my own thing, and I don't bother recording or writing anything. No. Every now and then I'll have like a phrase or like a line that I go, oh, that sounds really good. I'll pick it up later, maybe write a song out of it. But most of the time it's just connecting with God and singing my prayer almost. It's like singing my conversation with Him. My best songs are always gone by the time I get a recorder out. They're always, they live in that moment, and sometimes maybe that's all they're meant to live for. Yeah. But that moment is enough. That moment is beautiful. And whenever I sit with my recorder and press record first, then nothing happens. It's typical, isn't it? But it's great. Worship. Earlier on, we were talking about God's glory in worship, and this song came to mind, which back then, in my sort of more formative years with worship and leading worship and stuff, was quite special. And it isn't even a worship song. It's David Crowder. Now I can't remember the name of it. It goes, I don't want to move. I don't think I could. I don't want to move. I don't think I should. I've not heard that before. Never heard it? No. Well, it goes like that for quite a while. That's all it says. Yeah. I don't want to move. I don't think I could. And it's kind of very deep and heavy and kind of
rock kind of, heavy
Okay.
rock kind of thing. And I remember just feeling so identified with that.
Yeah.
That sense of in God's presence, you kind of don't really want to move.
Mm-hmm.
And you think, actually, I don't think I could.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if I wanted to, it's like I'm stuck here. This is just like holy glue, It's
Yeah.
like the atmosphere is I don't really want to move from here. And
Wow.
you don't want any distractions. You don't want the phone ringing or
Yeah.
somebody knocking on the door right now, because it's like I'm there. I'm in the zone. Do you ever feel like that? It's like, can I
Yeah.
just keep playing this chord because I don't want this to stop?
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And there's a pressure as well, because I never want, if I'm leading worship and there's a congregation, there's a body, there's a crowd there, I don't ever want it to be, I'm going to play the magical chord now. Let's get mystical, A minor 7th. That's it. Now we're just going to wait for the Lord. And I'll just play this all day. And sometimes actually I love that God made us holistically. He made our head and our rational thought patterns, and He made our heart, and He made our emotions, and He made our sense of humor.
Yeah.
And God, there's a celebration in all of that.
Yeah.
And so I personally don't mind, especially if I know, like if it's my own family, if it's my own congregation that I journey with all my life, I don't mind cracking a joke in that moment because that's what we do as family, you know. Let's enjoy this, let's celebrate. And then there are other times I'm like, this is not like us, but let's clap. Let's just celebrate God and all that He's done for us. And
like
you should
clapping.
see it, because we're not a terribly charismatic or Pentecostal church. And yet you see us stepping out of our comfort zone in obedience and worship. And there's just something beautiful happening.
Yeah.
This is such a spectrum. God made the whole earth, the whole universe, all created being, all created order. And then we've spent so long trying to divide it and put it in neat little boxes and try to limit maybe our understanding that little bit and try to get things neat and tidy. But like C.S. Lewis writes, he's not a tame lion. There's that little bit of wildness about God, and I love that. I love the fact that we can engage, we can worship, we can celebrate that as well.
Like that song, God is a lion.
Oh yeah,
A lion of Judah. He is really.
That is a good one. Wes. You played it very high though.
In G.
Is that where you play it?
God is a lion,
Lion of Judah, roaring with power,
fighting our battles.
every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Every knee will bow before Him.
Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains. Every knee will bow for the Lion and the Lamb. Every knee will bow before Him.
He's coming on the clouds, kings and kingdoms will bow down. And every chain will break, as broken hearts declare His praise. Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Our God is the Lion, the Lion of Judah. He's roaring with power, fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before the gates, make way before the King of Kings. The God who comes to save is here to set the captives free. For who can stop the Lord Almighty? Our God is alive, the Lion of Judah. He's roaring with power and fighting our battles. Every knee will bow before Him. Our God is the Lamb that was slain for the sins of the world. His blood breaks the chains. Every knee will bow before the Lion and the Lamb. Oh, every knee will bow before Him.
Who can stop the Lord Almighty?
Who can stop the Lord? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty?
Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Who can stop the Lord Almighty? Oh, who can stop the Lord? Who can stop the Lord? Who can stop the Lord? This Lion of Judah. It's not a tame lion. Who can stop the Lord? Who can stop the Lord our God? Who can stop the Lord our God? Strong and mighty, all powerful, is worthy of it all. Who can stop the Lord Almighty?
Great tune, isn't it?
He's not a tame lion.
No.
It's definitely not.
Not
I love the idea of, like, yeah, Narnia, Aslan.
Isn't it? There's so much to be just celebrated in that, and people are like, "Oh, it's only children's fiction," and I'm like, "No, this is written by this foremost theological thinker."
Yeah.
Actually, the poetry that he wrote in there, and there's this beautiful innocence that sometimes the most profound truths are hidden in children's fiction.
Yeah.
You know, out of the mouths of babes speaks wisdom, and
Come on.
and God would humble the proud and the arrogant through the innocence of a child's story. I love that. That's my Jesus. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm gonna pray because that's just it's making my heart leap with joy. I thank you, Jesus, because you are really that lion, and your roar just shakes everything, and it makes it makes us tremble.
Yeah.
But we who know you, we shout out in joy.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus is here, and we thank you for that amazing presence of yours that you so graciously make available for us to enjoy. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. So songwriting.
Sure.
So here's the thing, because we've been corresponding over email, and people listening to this won't have a clue of what we're trying to do. But so I've written a couple of songs. You've co-written one.
Yeah.
And so I thought it would be a sort of a fun idea to lead each other's songs.
Sure.
So we've done little practicing for this. We're gonna have to like just bear with the mistakes and just wing it.
That's what we're good at, Claudio. Stick to our strengths.
I know, right? Tell me a bit again about how this song came about. What is it called? Oh, Worthy of It All.
Worthy of It All.
That's the title.
Yeah. So this was a co-write. This was a buddy, Stephen McGall, and me, Stephen McCartney. So we met at a songwriters retreat. It was an incredible thing, and I'm shocked and appalled that nothing has happened since. But it's mostly my fault. Nobody's organised it, so I've not done anything to organise it. It was about 2.5 years ago. It was November 2015. November 2014.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, isn't it?
We might have to organise another one.
We better.
I'd love to go.
We better. So it's incredible. It's just a Monday to Wednesday, and they booked out White Parks Bay Youth Hostel.
Okay.
And just beautiful setting, and they just got all this incredible food, and then got a few artists together.
Okay.
So look, you've got the best setting, the best food, loads of space. Let's create space and community, have a bit of crack, and literally let's just make space for worship, for songwriting, for reflection. But in one of the sessions, I knew that there was something different for me, so I popped outside and bumped into Stephen McGall, and I was like, "So, where are you at? Do you have any songs? Do you want to do something?" And he said, "I think I've got half of a chorus here," and he played it for me, and I encouraged him. And thought it was really good. It was really catchy. So from that, we just started writing more. And there's that kind of permission, isn't there? Like, do you mind if I take your song and write what I think it should? So,
I'll take your melody and your chords.
Yeah, but there was this beautiful permission between us in that moment, anyway. And just this, I really like that. Where do you want it to go next? Well, do you mind if, here's my idea, what do you think of that? And this real easy conversation just flowed really naturally, and in the space of 10-15 minutes we had a beautiful song. And it's great. I'm awful, Claudio. I write a song and I hide it. I close the book and I put it away underneath my bed, and it stays there for years. So I don't ever play my own songs. And but meeting you and talking about songwriting process, and it reminded me of this one from 2.5 years ago, and dug it up, and all credit to Stephen. He recorded it and he put it on YouTube, and I was able to remember the melody. So yeah, it's just great to be able to dig it out and give it breath again, let it be heard. Do you want to try it?
Yes, let's do that.
Capo 4.
Oh, okay, let's do this. You're worthy of it all. Or you're worthy.
You're worthy by Stephen. In you I find my life. In you I find my breath. In you I find my being. In you I find my hope. In you I find my strength. Love that's never failing. Father, Spirit, Son, worthy of it all. Every knee will bow, every heart cry out, you alone are Lord. You are worthy of all my praise. You are worthy of all my days. You are worthy of all my heart. I'm lost without you. You I find my peace, my help in times of need. You the anchor for my soul. You are all my days. You my Father, Spirit, Son, worthy of it all. Every knee will bow, every heart cry out, you alone are Lord. You are worthy of all my praise. You are worthy of all my days. You are worthy of all my heart. I'm lost without you. Yes, you are worthy of all my praise. You are worthy of all my days. You are worthy of all my heart. I'm lost without you.
It's beautiful.
There you go.
It's very catchy.
It's nice just remembering the song again. I remember just it started sticking really easily, really quickly. It's nice. It's funny when you write something, you kind of think, where's that going to go? What's it going to do? Would it be edifying for the body, like for the church body? Would it be encouraging? And I suppose it's just kind of a sacrifice as well. Whenever you write anything, you just offer it up. It's like, God, do with it what you will. But then there's also that element of, well, if you don't share it, nobody will hear it.
Yeah, I do struggle a little bit with that. And I've been sort of pushing myself to put something out there.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, in the website and with this podcast and stuff, just sort of for many years, I've been just postponing it.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah, no, you're in good company. But then you think how many gems are out there hidden, getting in dusty notebooks and music notation, and
I'm looking
nobody
forward to hear more from you.
From
about,
you?
You know, well, from like your written songs.
From
and
Stephen, from this guy, McGall.
Yeah. Well, we should get him.
Yeah,
on an episode sometime.
Next episode, Claudio.
Yeah.
He's expensive.
We'll get him to hear this and get very jealous, and then we'll say, all right, we'll do our own little worship session songwriting retreat, sponsored by worshipsessions.com.
Yes. Well, he's going to do the cooking, because that's like they were talking about this and they were advertising this event this 2.5 years ago, and then they put out the menu, and I was like, yes, I'm there.
Food.
Yeah. But the food was incredible. Like, honestly, it was the type of thing that you'd get in a posh restaurant, like 3 courses, nourishing your body so your soul can sing. I love that.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. That's what we need, Claudio. You set that up. Are you a good cook?
I can cook. My fiancé says I'm a good cook.
Well, she has to say that. You cook for me, I'll be the judge.
Right, okay. So here, this song.
Yeah, beautiful presence. Is that what you call it?
Here I stand in awe.
Here I stand in awe.
How do you feel about taking it away and leading, and I'll just follow you? Do you, no?
How do you feel if I make a mess of it? Let's see what happens.
All right, take it away.
Here in your beautiful presence, my heart is at peace. At the foot of your throne I bow down, I surrender to you. Hallelujah, you are holy. Here I stand in awe. again. It's all that I need. Your grace is enough for me. It's given for free. Oh, hallelujah. You are holy. Here I stand in awe. It's your beauty, it's your glory. Here I stand in awe. Hallelujah, you are holy. Here I stand in awe. It's your beauty, it's your glory. Here I stand in awe.
Hey, that sounds really good.
That's great, Claudio. Great song. I love that. I love where it goes as well. It does. It starts with just a quick chord changes through the chorus, but by the time the quick chord changes through the verse, but in the chorus it's just so settled. It's just so strong, and you just get the chance to stretch your voice out and just declare that hallelujah. Love it. Love it. Great
That's
song.
awesome. So, what do you say we wrap this up?
Sure.
It's been a real pleasure. Seriously, real
Yeah.
pleasure worshiping, both just chatting
Yeah.
and spending time, but also worshiping together. And I would be really looking forward to something like a songwriting retreat or something like that.
Oh, you do the cooking.
Hey, thanks again for listening, and remember to check out my website, worship-sessions.com, where you can find more special content like some of my songs and my photography. Also, I'd like to take this opportunity to quickly mention that the work I do, not just this podcast, but also and more importantly my mission in Northern Ireland, relies financially on individual supporters. If you'd like to get involved in this way, all you need to do is go to the website where you'll find a link to become a patron. It's essentially like being a sponsor. It's really simple, and you can give a small amount on a monthly basis, becoming part of a growing network of support. Of course, this is completely up to you, and I just hope that we can stay connected either way. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode, and always wash your hands before every meal. Wait, what? Never mind. All the best. Bye.